Hey there, everyone.
Hello, Internet. This is Mick from Brutalitopia. This is actually 2/3 of Brutalitopia here, right in front of you. Actually, I believe that you are making your first video appearance on a Brutalitopia web series. This is
Durf, and this is in fact my first video appearance on a Brutalitopia.
Congratulations! We'll make that official.
I appreciate that.
What we are doing right now, we're trying to start a video series. Whether it takes off or not, we don't really care. It's just kind of our take on something we're very passionate about. Fortunately, coincides with the blog and everything that Brutalitopia has to offer, and that, of course, being the physical medium of vinyl.
And we're also arrogant enough to think that you care about what we want to say about vinyl, so that's where the video comes in.
Right. So we figured for this first one it would be nice to do something, because today is, in fact, Record Store Day.
That's right, it was right there in front of us. Today is Record Store Day. So Record Store Day, if you're not familiar with it, it started about 7 years ago, and it's basically a celebration of local independent music stores. And so there are various releases specifically for Record Store Day that some of them are brand new to vinyl, some of them are represses, some of them are reprints. There are some CDs, but basically the idea is that on Record Store Day, you can only get these releases at local independent music stores.
Yeah, whatever kinds of releases they are, the point being is that they're unique releases to Record Store Day.
Mm-hmm, exactly, and they're typically limited in quantity and number, making them a little rarer. They don't ship them out to huge big box retailers. It's designed specifically to bring people together into these smaller stores in a sort of gathering of like-minded individuals who are all celebrating their love for physical media and vinyls in particular.
We did manage at some point, through all the waiting that we did actually pick up some things that we were very excited about.
Yeah.
Were great Record Store Day purchases. And I'll come out front and say this was my first Record Store Day that I actually purchased. So another handshake. Official.
Congratulations!
But yeah, I came out with 3 releases, and I thought they were, ones that I would definitely go out and wait a little while for. So
yeah.
I'm glad I got them. And I know you got a few more releases than I did. And keep in mind, I think mine you could more or less label metal, but since Brutalitopia is a metal blog and everything, in terms of our vinyl videos, whatever we decide to do in the future for this, not all will necessarily be metal. I would say on the most part it will be.
Yeah.
But every now and then we'll throw out some stuff that may not necessarily be labeled metal, but we just think it's good to recommend for you guys to check out.
Do you want to kick it off? You want me to kick it off? What do you...
You go ahead and kick it off, actually. I know you kind of have a few more.
I've got a couple more. So
we figured we'd kind of show you, if these videos take off and you want to see more of them, we thought it would be cool with the vinyl video series here to kind of actually showcase the physical versions of the vinyl to kind of really promote them.
Yeah,
to kind of show how cool the packaging really is and why it is kind of a unique medium to buy as opposed to through iTunes or getting a CD.
Yeah, exactly. Or torrenting.
Sure.
Or anything, like why it's worth paying the money for these things.
Right.
So I guess the first one I got that I was actually really excited about is I picked up this 7-inch single from South Park. It is 2 South Park songs. One is the Gay Fish song from the episode where Jimmy and Cartman were trying to come up with jokes, and Kanye West gets really offended because he just doesn't get it.
I never saw that full episode.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. And then the other one is San Diego from the episode parodying bullies and the whole Coney campaign at the same time. It's a cool little 7-inch. I like the you get this nice shot of Stan's ass, which is always cool, and then you get the gay fish, little rainbow fish down here. Mm. So this was, I don't know, it's just a fun buy. It's something I'll spin every now and then, but for $10 it was support South Park guys because they do brilliant work.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just a nice kind of cool thing to have.
Thing. The first one that I got, All That Remains, The Fall of Ideals, definitely a staple of metalcore.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, I would say them at their apex, probably their big album. Their big breakthrough, in my opinion, probably their best they've ever done. In terms of the packaging, this is the first time this has ever been pressed on vinyl, so that's why I kind of figured it would be a worthwhile purchase. Right here on the sleeve you've got all the songs, all the lyrics right there. On the back, or actually I never looked at the back, what is this? This is, okay, who the band would like to thank kind of in a circular fashion to kind of make you keep turning it in a very monotonous manner.
No, it's not monotonous, man. You're turning it because you're spinning the record and it's spinning, and then you're spinning the lyric sheet to read it.
But what's really cool about this vinyl is, of course, the vinyl itself is a blue and kind of splattered black in there, tinges of black, kind of marble look to it, which is super fancy
it's a nice
colorful.
color.
Super cool. So nice to see this kind of spinning around the turntable. So yeah, so I was very pleased with that one.
I don't really have an order, but I guess I have an order. So I picked up this this Mumford & Sons live EP.
Nice.
I enjoy Mumford & Sons. My girlfriend
Yeah.
really likes Mumford & Sons, and
Very
so this
enjoyable
was
band.
yeah, it's just, you know, folky and kind of cool. This is live from Bull Moose, which I assume from the picture is a store somewhere in New Hampshire. And I like the cover. I like that it's, you know, a backstage picture. The vinyl itself, it's a black vinyl. There's nothing really interesting about it, but it's got three songs from their new album, or newer album, I should say, Babel, and it finishes with Awake My Soul, which is one of my favorite tracks from Sigh No More. So this was a must get for me.
For sure. My second one, but no less great than All That Remains, was a instrumental project called Liquid Tension Experiment, and the album is Liquid Tension Experiment 2, their second, go figure, their second album.
You're kidding.
For those unaware, this is a instrumental project with former three members of Dream Theater, John Petrucci, Jordan Lewis, and Mike Portnoy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Only the bassist differed. But it was a really enjoyable listen, solely for why I'm sure a lot of people listen to Dream Theater in the first place, is just to kind of hear the nonsensical wankery that happens within the confines of this.
Good.
And it's crazy. It's definitely a show-off album, but it's one of those things that it's so good that they can get away with it. And this does have kind of special packaging. Let's see, well, that's kind of the inside of it, kind of little pictures there of the recording, and then what's cool on the inside here is obviously instrumental, no lyrics, but each member of the band kind of went through each song and kind of talked about their, you know, perspectives on the tracks, and that's kind of always cool.
It's always cool, yeah.
Artists' input on specific tracks as opposed to like the whole album that we usually talk about. In terms of the actual vinyl itself, we've got kind of another interesting splatter here. It's kind of more of a light blue as opposed to the dark blue.
Teal?
Yeah, it is more of a teal. That's more accurate, with a more of a black kind of, almost like a leopard like splatter on there. Kind of.
It's very vivid.
Yeah. So another visually pleasing one to see spinning around.
My final actual record store day purchase, I bought a couple other albums today, but my final record store release is Frank Ocean's Nostalgia. I really like Frank Ocean. I really like this album a lot. I think the guy's got a hell of a voice, and you know, it's mellow. It's good with the ladies. You know what I'm talking about. And the packaging is pretty simple. It's just a simple. It's not a gatefold, but and the album itself is clear.
Nice.
Which is neat. There's no album sleeve in here.
Oh, really?
It's just the album, which is also kind of cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving this a spin sometime.
My final one of the day, my third and final one, was BT Band Between the Buried and Me's, The Anatomy of, which was a special record store day release. This is also the very first pressing of it. It's a cover album where they, you know, do covers of songs from bands that influence them greatly in terms of their style. So it's really cool. I mean, you got like Metallica covers on there, Pantera, Pink Floyd, King Crimson.
Pink Floyd covers is one of my favorite.
I mean, even Counting Crows. I mean, they're kind of all over the place there on that. But what was really cool with this one that you noticed, because you opened it first before I did, is the...
You gave me permission. I'm not just an asshole who opens people's stuff.
But what's really cool about the packaging here, if you want to help me open this one, it pulls apart like so, instead of like your normal, you know, sleeve there. It's almost, if you will, the anatomy being dissected there, pulling apart.
See what you did there,
See what
and
I
it's
did there?
correct.
And then you get a nice little sleeve kind of with more of the cover art there.
This art right there is
it is really
fantastic.
cool.
I think that's amazing.
That's one you could definitely frame and put on the wall or just stare at for a long time.
Yeah, you could look at that.
On the back, just more the band kind of thanking everyone. And also, these two LPs are kind of stuck together there in the middle. We got a clear orange going there, so very nice.
Also, are these seahorses? Those are seahorses.
Wow, those I didn't even notice that. Those are indeed. I won't take it out because you know it's orange, but if we can zoom in on that there, those are definitely pregnant seahorses.
That's kind of cool.
Interesting. I'll say that's a new one on me. I haven't seen that one.
No, I think that's a very interesting choice.
Yeah, very. But those were my record store day purchases, and I must say I'm quite pleased. And so I guess we will wrap up our first ever video, or vinyl, or vlog.
Spin, yeah, our vlog.
Our video vlog.
Video vlog. So yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think, y'all. No, let us know what you think. Comments, shoot us an email, visit the site.
We definitely would like to do more of these if you guys would enjoy watching more of these, of course. We're not going to do it just to stroke our egos or anything.
You might not, I'll do it.
You'll steal my camera and do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely give us feedback. Let us know in the comments of this video on the blog. If you know us personally, you can contact us. The internet makes everyone pretty accessible.
We're around.
Yeah, so if you want us to keep doing these or not, feedback, whatever, let us know. This is Mick and
Durf
on our first video blog here for the Vinyl Spin edition of Brutalitopia here. So thanks guys for watching. See you later.